In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the official cases by Samsung for the brand new Galaxy Z Flip 6, as well as their anti-reflecting film. And you're definitely going to want to stick around to the end of the video because I will also be doing a scratch test to see how durable the film really is. Here we have the slim clear case, a kind suit case, which is kind of like a leatherette case. We've got a silicone case and a clear case. And I promise you by the end of this video, you'll know which one of these cases are right for you. And if you do want to pick any of these up, I will be putting product links in the video description. And then here we have the Samsung Slim clear case. So this case does seem to be made of just a hard clear plastic. It does flex a little bit and it is kind of thin. It's also very light. There's also some stickers that we need to remove from the top cover before we put it on our phone. So with these stickers removed, we could just put the top cover over our phone, press that in place just like that, press down on the top cover to make sure it stays in place. And then we can just pop on the bottom cover. It's a very simple case. As you can see, there is no extra piece that goes over the camera lenses for a little bit of extra protection there. Feels nice in the hand. It is a little smooth. It doesn't feel very slippery. If we take a look at it from the side, you can see that it does have a raised edge all the way around the screen, but there is no cover for our camera lenses, which I really don't care for. I really like the cases that have that extra cover for the lenses. It also doesn't add extra bulk to the phone. It's nice and clear, shows off the color of your phone. We do have our cutout for our power button and a single large volume button. I personally like the volume buttons that are separated. We have our cutouts on the bottom here. Again, on the back, it's nice and clear. It does pick up a little bit of fingerprints. And as you can see how thin it is on the phone. It does make it easier to open up the phone itself because we do have a little bit more to grab onto. And it looks like the case stays in place even though you're opening and closing the phone. You can see that it has not moved. And on the inside, the case is pretty much flush with the phone itself, and you can see how slim it keeps your phone. And if you're wondering about wireless charging, you can wireless charge right through the case. So if you're looking for a very simple slim clear case, this might be for you, but like I mentioned before, for me, I like the cases that have that extra little cover that comes up just above the camera lenses for extra protection there. And then here we have the Samsung clear case that has a little ring holder on it. So this case again is made of all plastic, and we do have this little ring on the bottom here that seems like it's covered in a soft silicone type material. This case looks exactly like the slim clear case, but again, this one has a ring on it. So again, after taking the stickers off, we'll just place this over the top of our phone. Press that into place. We'll put this in the bottom. Clips into place fairly nicely. Again, this feels good in the hand, kind of like the other clear case. It doesn't seem slippery. It does have a little bit of a grip to it. If we look at it from the side, you can see that it does have the same raised edge around the front of the screen, and this one also does not have the extra protection for the camera lenses that some of the other cases have. On the side, it does have like this little flip logo in orange. On the side here, again, it's got that cutout for your power button and just one large volume button. Cutouts on the bottom. On the back, it's nice and clear, and it's got this nice silicone ring that you can put through your finger just like this to kind of give you a better hold on your phone, or you can kind of clip this onto a lanyard if you really need to. You cannot take this off of the case. It's on here permanently. And if we open up our phone, again, you can kind of put your finger through the ring, and it gives you a better hold on your phone so you don't have to worry about dropping it. The ring itself is made of plastic. It's just covered in a silicone type material. And if you're wondering about wireless charging, you can wireless charge through both of their clear cases. And just like the other clear case, it makes it much easier to open and close your phone with this case on it. It also doesn't add much extra bulk to your phone. And it also seems to stay in place even though you open and close your phone multiple times. You can see that it has not moved at all. And then here we have the Samsung silicone case. So this case is covered in a nice silicone rubber. It also does seem to be fairly firm. It flexes just a little bit on the inside of the case. It's just simply plastic. And this also does have a plastic silicone covered ring. The ring on the bottom cover of the case also cannot be removed. It's on there. On the top here, again, same thing. It is made of plastic covered in this silicone type material. And there are some stickers to remove on the top cover as well as the bottom cover. So we'll place this over the top of our phone. Just like that. And then we'll place this in the bottom portion. Kind of clips into place. Feels very good in the hand. I really like the way that the silicone feels. The only thing is it might wear off over time, and it is a little bit slick. So you may or may not like that. If we take a look at it from the side, you can see it does have a raised edge all the way around the screen. And for some reason, all of Samsung cases do not have the extra raised protection for your camera lenses, which I particularly do not like. On the bottom, we have our cutouts. On the other side, we have our cutout for our power button and a single soft silicone volume button. You can see how thick it is on the phone. On the back, it's got that nice soft silicone type feel with the Samsung logo. And again, that little ring that is covered in the same rubber material. So you can put your finger through this just like the other case to give you a better hold on your phone so you don't have to drop it. And if you happen to open it up, it does give you some extra hold on your phone as well. And just like the other cases, it does give you a little better grip so you can easily open and close your phone. And the case also does seem to stay in place after you've opened and closed your phone multiple times. And if you're wondering about wireless charging, you can wireless charge through this case too. And then here we have the Samsung KindSuit case. So this case does feel kind of like a leather type material. It does have a nice soft suede material on the inside of this case as well. It does seem to be made of a firm plastic material. It flexes just a little bit. And on the top cover here, we do have like a little leather strap that will give your hinge some protection. And the rest of the case is also covered in that same kind of leather material. And it does seem to be lined with the same leatherette as well. Now the way that we need to put this case on is we're going to put this little leather strap inside of the case first. So you're going to see it come out through the back just like that. We'll press our phone into the bottom of the case, just like that. And then we'll press over the top portion over the phone. And there we go. So it feels like leather in the hand. It's not super slippery, but it is smooth. And as you can see, it does have that piece that covers your hinge. If you look at it from the side, you can see that it does have a raised edge around the front of the phone. Again, still no raised edge to help protect our camera lenses though. On the bottom, we have our cutouts and our charging port. On the other side, we do have what looks to be a kind of like either a metal or plastic accented volume button, which is a nice touch. And we have a cutout for our power button. On the side here, it does fully cover our hinge with that same leather type material. And on the back, again, it feels like leather. Looks like a pretty nice case. I do like the accented volume buttons. I just wish that they were separated. It also makes it a lot easier to open and close the phone. And as you can see, the little hinge kind of slides up on the case when you open up your phone. And the case also seems to stay in place when you're opening and closing the phone as well. And this case is also pretty slim. And if you're wondering about wireless charging, you can wireless charge right through this case. I think this might probably be my favorite Samsung case. I do like the fact that it does cover the hinge with that kind of like that leatherette cover. And it also has that accented button on the side, which kind of makes the case feel that much more premium. This also does come in different colors in case you don't like this mint green. So now that we've tested out the cases, let's install the anti-reflecting film. So we get 2 film screen protectors and some installation tools with a guide. So the first thing we need to do is to clean off our screen, but for some reason, Samsung doesn't think that you need to clean off your screen with an alcohol wipe. So you're just going to have to either use some alcohol on your own or just use the included wipe. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use a little alcohol wipe I had from another installation. You're going to want to get rid of as much oil and dust as you can, and I just don't think that the included wipe does a good enough job. Then you need to open up your phone just like that. We'll dry off our screen. Then you're going to take your guide. We need to remove these stickers. And make sure that it goes into this orientation on your phone. Just press it in place. Then take one of your screen protectors, making sure that the little holes here line up with the posts on the guide and the number 2 is facing upward. We're going to then flip it over and remove the number 1 sticker. Then flip it back over. Then place the holes over the posts on the guide. Let the sticker portion go down on your phone. Press it into place. Then take your squeegee, we're going to put it behind this little line here. We're going to lift back on the screen protector and then squeegee out your screen protector over your phone. Then do the same thing for the other side. We're going to put our squeegee behind this blue line here, lift up on the screen protector, and then squeegee out the other portion. You will need to probably help it up over the guide. Squeegee out any bubbles you might see. You can remove the guide from the side here, and then very carefully lift up on that number 2. And you're all set. So if we take a look at the screen, it does look like it takes up a lot of the front portion of your screen, and there's also kind of like that anti-reflective outline of where the screen actually is. Does seem nice and clear though. As far as touch, it feels pretty much just as smooth as the glass that's on the phone. The edges are not rounded off, but because they don't stick up very much, you probably won't feel it. Touch seems to be working just fine. It is also nice and clear. Let's test out our fingerprints. It does seem to do a pretty good job at rejecting your fingerprints. There's just very minor smudges. And it very smoothly just wipes away. Very nice. Now this is a anti-reflecting screen protector, but it's not matte like some of the other screen protectors that don't show reflections. This just kind of keeps down that reflection. So if we take a look at this screen versus maybe my iPhone screen, you can kind of see how it reflects the light. whereas the one on my iPhone, you can see very clearly it reflects everything, but the Samsung one definitely keeps down the reflection. It doesn't show nearly as strong as the one on my iPhone does. Now let's take a look at the screen as if you're looking at it through polarized sunglasses. And as you can see, there is no rainbow effect whatsoever. That is awesome. So now let's put our case back on and see how well it fits with a case on it. So it does seem to fit pretty good inside the Samsung cases. So you can see it goes pretty much all the way around the screen. We'll test out another case to see how well it actually works with something else that would actually cover your camera lenses as well, because then it would probably go over the screen protector itself, but it fits perfectly with inside the Samsung cases. I don't see any lifting, no bubbles. Very nice. And then here we have another case that does have kind of like a raised edge around the camera bumps to see how well that works with the Samsung screen protector on it. So even though this case does cover more of the screen than the Samsung does, and this also has a raised edge to protect your camera lenses, it seems to also fit perfectly within this case as well. So the screen protector should pretty much work with any case that you're going to use. I don't see any lifting, no bubbles, and because this case covers a little more, the screen protector actually pretty much covers all the exposed screen. So typically for the scratch resistance, film screen protectors don't last much more past a Mohs hardness number 3, which is actually just copper. So if you have this in your purse, it's probably going to get scratched up by keys or anything that has a sharp metal edge. So the lowest I've seen a film screen protector get scratched at is a Mohs hardness number 2, and that's just simply a plastic tip. So we're going to start off with a number 2 because that's the lowest we can go. And then we'll move on to that number 3, which is a copper tip. And that just gouges it. So like I mentioned before, film screen protectors don't last much past a Mohs hardness number 3, and it creates these deep gouges in the screen protector which you cannot recover from. But we don't see any scratches at the level 2, which again is just simply plastic. So as you can see, the film screen protectors are not as durable as tempered glass, but they sit flatter on your screen and are more case compatible. Now, if you do happen to get scratches on your screen just like I did here, all you simply need to do is to peel up your film screen protector. Got to get my nail, which I don't have, underneath the film here. But once you get that up, just simply peel it off your screen. And as you can see, there's no damage to the screen whatsoever. So the film screen does seem to do its job, and it keeps your phone screen free from scratches. So those were the Samsung cases for the brand new Galaxy Z Flip 6. Which one of these cases were your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. I definitely think mine still has to be the Kind suitcase. I do like the fact that it does have that hinge cover, and it just kind of feels cool with that leather type material. And again, if you guys want to pick any of these up, I will be putting product links in the video description. And if you guys enjoyed the video, it would really help out the channel if you gave me a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.